So the Witcher 3 director just showed us his new game that comes out a couple months before GTA 6, and I think we need to talk about it.
The last time I felt this way about an RPG reveal was probably Elden Ring's gameplay trailer.
Dude, I watched that live gameplay stream like twice, dude. I haven't been this hype about a gameplay reveals in like years.
Let's get into it because there is a lot to unpack here. This is Blood of the Dawnwalker, and you're watching Tom Game TV. Not just TV.
It's Tom Camp TV.
Cheers, my friend.
Cheers, dude.
How you doing?
Good, bro. How's it going with you?
It's going.
Yeah.
I feel overwhelmed with the amount of games that are coming out this year.
Yeah.
I gotta say.
It is a lot. Yeah.
It's a lot.
Where do you find the time?
No, I don't.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the problem is there's not enough time in the day.
There's really not. It's kind of crazy. We just got new footage from Blood of the Dawnwalker, from the Witcher 3 director, Conrad. I'm going to butcher this name. Conrad Tomaszkiewicz. I don't know.
Tomaszkiewicz?
I don't know. I'm butchering the name. He's made The Witcher 3. He was the director at CD Projekt Red, I believe, or something like that.
Yeah.
He brought a bunch of CD Projekt Red veterans over to Rebel Wolves Studios, I believe they're calling it.
Yeah.
Which is fun because in this reveal, they revealed that you're transforming into a wolf. Which is a cool little nod to the Dracula novel, the OG vampire type of.
Yeah, dude. Things. Yeah, lots of cool stuff to dive into this game, and it's coming out September 3rd. So I mean, it's just another game. Like it's gonna be, it's gonna be competing with GTA. It's gonna be competing with Wolverine and all the other stuff that comes out this year or that has come out. I don't think
anything's competing with GTA.
They're trying. I mean, they're putting it out a couple months right before GTA. I mean,
I think they're putting that out a couple months before to avoid GTA. Yeah. Just like Wolverine, and that's the problem. It's just so many games. It's like
so many games.
I can't keep up with any of them, so it's a lot. But we're gonna dive into all of that here soon.
Yep.
If you don't know what Blood of the Dawnwalker is, I think we should set the table for anybody who has been living under a rock, maybe game wise.
Yeah.
It's from, like we said, the people who made Witcher 3.
Yes.
Conrad Tomaszkiewicz and some of the devs and stuff from Project Red, Rebel Wolf Studios. It's an open world dark fantasy action RPG set in the 14th century during the Black Death, which sounds pretty cool.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the fact that you're playing as a vampire, but like Dawnwalker, a vampire that can walk around during the day and, be a vampire and do all the vampire stuff.
Yeah. It's wild. I think his name's Coen, if I remember correctly.
So. Yeah.
So you play as Coen, and I'm pretty sure your family gets taken by another vampire named, I think they were calling him Brencis. I don't know. I think a cool aspect of the game is that it's set across 30 days and 30 nights. Yet another nod to a
vampire.
Yeah, a vampire movie that I think it's just neat. Like 30 days and 30 nights. And I don't know. You always have vampires obsessed with threes, it feels like.
Yeah.
Nosferatu, do you have 3 nights? Or some shit. I don't know. Vampire shit.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I
think that's neat.
It's super cool. I'm loving all the the classic vampire tropes and everything they're putting into it. Yeah. And it seems like a really fun time.
Yeah. It's pretty sweet that it's set in a condensed time span because they're calling it a narrative sandbox, essentially. So it's story-based, it feels like, which I'm stoked for. I kind of like vampire stories, and this is a whole new vampire story from some people who did some really great video game stories.
Yeah.
Straight up amazing. The Baron and Witcher 3, spectacular stuff. So I'm pretty stoked to see what they have cooking. And it sounds like this is the first installment in what's going to be a whole narrative trilogy or something like that. Not sure if it's a trilogy or just...
They said saga. So
saga.
It's 6.
Is that what that is? Saga is like 6?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
6
A saga is 6.
Wow.
Let us know in the comments if we're wrong, but I'm pretty sure like the Star Wars saga is 6.
Oh, sure.
Like,
I guess so.
yeah.
Now it's 9.
Yeah, so I guess it's not.
Yeah, the new Star Wars trilogy. Does that even count?
Yeah.
Anyways, Blood of the Dawnwalker, vampire action RPG, first installment of many, and they made a release date announcement, September 3rd, like you said.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah. It's crazy that it's in September, dude. It's crazy that they're putting it up toe to toe with Wolverine. I think that's a huge move. And then for both of those games to be coming out just a couple months before GTA, man, like I really feel like you put it out in the summer or you wait until next year, man. Like these, Fable even coming out in autumn, like
I can't play all 3 of those games in the span of 2 months before GTA 6 comes out.
Absolutely not.
There's no fucking way.
Absolutely not. There's no way. I'd be lucky if I could get through just one of them before GTA 6 comes out.
Yeah.
That's why it needs to come out earlier than these fall release dates, or you just wait till after. Everyone knows GTA is going to take it by storm. Like, I think, I legitimately think the majority of, like, gamers and, this community would just be like, yeah, we get it. Yeah, it's Grand Theft Auto. I mean, I get
It's
it.
GTA 6.
I get it.
Yeah. Everybody's eyes is on it. So it does make sense. I got to say, though, like, out of the games coming out in autumn, right? Like, and we might be missing some. Let us know what we're missing and not talking about and what you'd like us to look at and talk about, because there's so many games and we can't keep up.
Absolutely, yeah.
Wolverine. You got Wolverine. You got, is that the Moonrock split?
One of them.
Hell yeah. You got Wolverine. You got, what's that other one besides this one? Fable. And then you have
Blood of the Dawnwalker.
What are we talking about?
The Blood of Dawnwalker.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. I'm so excited for that.
Dude, yeah. So many games. Those are so long.
The one I'm most excited about is probably this one. And that comes with a caveat, because we don't necessarily know how the scope of Wolverine yet either.
Yeah.
We need more information on that.
Yep.
But with Blood of the Dawnwalker, it being across 30 days, 30 nights, I feel like that's a pretty digestible 2-month game before GTA 6. Straight up. That's why I'm like, it feels perfect. Fable feels big.
I see what you're saying. It's, it's an open world and big in the sense that of, like it's a small studio and what they're trying to do with an open world-esque kind of game, Witcher-y kind of game with all the new mechanics and all that kind of stuff. So like I could see that being like a, 20, 30 hour max investment, you know?
Yeah, 100%. That's what I need, I think, right before GTA 6, because I do know that that's going to consume my playtime. Like, I don't know anybody else who disagrees with that statement.
Yeah.
It's going to be amazing. We've all been waiting so long.
Yep.
But this looks really cool, especially after the Road to Launch event breakdown we're going to do right here on Top Game TV. You like the new logos on both sides, everybody? Pretty cool, right? Yeah, their stream. Watched it like twice, because we watched it right before we were going to do this video.
Mm-hmm.
There was like a 20-minute gameplay overview. There was like there was a story trailer. They talked about motion capture with a UFC guy. There's a lot in there. The musical performance.
Yeah.
The musical performance was banging. The music is actually like kind of a huge part of this game. The draw of this game for me.
Yeah.
It's like one of the best things about Crimson Desert too. I feel like is the music. There's some bangers in there.
There is. Yeah.
It's
Witcher 3 had good music.
That's exactly it. Because Witcher 3's music it's played across tabletop role-playing tables everywhere.
Yeah, dude.
That shit's iconic.
Yeah, it's literally like when you think of, medieval Renaissance, that kind of music, it's coming right from there.
I don't know of another game that's done that type of music better.
Right, yeah.
So with this being set in the 14th century during the Black Plague, I can only imagine the type of shit we're going to hear. And the musical performance, like, that gave me a lot of, like, yes, because that fucking song was ripping.
Yeah.
And it's just what they do. The music is, like, iconic in Witcher 3. It's like, if this is to be a spiritual successor to Witcher 3, which I think when you make a game like The Witcher 3, you understand that your reputation is kind of like hinging on that.
Right,
like,
yeah.
That kind of experience again.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it has to, there's signatures to that. And the music's a huge part of Witcher 3. So it feels like it's going to be a huge part of this game too, with that performance being a part of the stream.
Yeah, I agree.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I'm very excited for that as well. I think they're really able to that song alone was really able to kind of like put me into that kind of world. I guess, the setting that they were into during that performance kind of helped that too. But I do think that
the camera angles.
Yeah. I think we're in for a really cool fucking experience here with this game, dude. Like,
everybody sounded really passionate when they were talking about every part they worked on, and the production value of them walking through a forest and sitting at a campfire even. It feels like a lot of care. It feels like a lot of care is going into this game experience.
Yeah.
The steelbook even. Like, you were like, whoa.
That steelbook looks sick.
Yeah, it does. And, like, that's a really neat cover. That's like, it just...
Yeah, bro, that shit is cool.
The whole experience of it looks really well put together.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty exciting.
I'm really excited about, a lot of the gameplay mechanics too, because there's some cool stuff in there. Like, a lot of times I'm like rushing to get through night.
Yeah.
In like almost every game I play, like just get me through the daytime. At night it sucks. The lighting's all off. Like, I don't just, I'm done with it.
Yeah.
This game, like, it looks cool, you get to be a real vampire at night.
You have to be a man of the night.
You have to be a man of the night.
Oh, I hope there's a What We Do in the Shadows nod in here somewhere.
Oh my God, there has to be, dude. With all the other things that they're doing, nodding to other vampire stuff. Yeah.
But the nighttime differences look really neat, like fighting with your claws, it looked like, or something like that.
Yeah. At night you fight with your claws, and during the day you fight with a sword.
It looks crazy.
Yeah, and then at night you, like, I don't know if you can do this during the day, but at night during combat you can like feed on people.
Yeah.
And like that element is super cool. If you're able to feed on them all the way through, like there's bonuses you get as you drain, but like, and you get health and more increased benefits if you feed from a person more so than an animal.
But that goes into like the corruption of your character, I think.
Yeah.
I think there's a morality system, the court system, it looked like it was called in the menu.
Yeah.
That looked pretty exciting too. But I don't know if that's exactly what the court system is. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. But it, like, you gotta be careful with who you're feeding on, I think.
Yeah.
They only fed on animals, I think, in the trailer, didn't they?
But they were like biting people in combat. Like,
oh, I see.
Yeah.
Holy shit, I missed that part.
Yeah, they came up and bit somebody, and then as the bar is draining down, there's icons. So like, there's things that unlock like bonuses for your drain if you get down to a certain amount of time. They were only able to get down to one bonus before other enemies came in, and you had to stop feeding and start fighting with his claws and stuff.
That's badass.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and then you can turn into a wolf. So at night you could turn into a wolf and run around, and that's how you get around instead of a horse.
Yeah,
they said that there's going to be a daytime equivalent to that.
Yeah, but they didn't go very far
into what that was.
Yeah, and I'm curious as to what that means.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Not sure.
I feel like if it was just a horse or something, they would have said that.
Right, yeah.
But it's got to be something different than that because they're leaving it for a different time or a different video.
Could
or
it
something.
be another transformation? I can't imagine you transform during the day.
Maybe you can transform, but like there's, the like a reputation or a morality system or something. So if people see signs that you are a vampire, then your reputation goes bad, or people start to dislike you or something. So you have to go into alleyways or something and then transform into a bat so nobody sees you.
Type shit.
Yeah.
Batman. I don't know. Vampire shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. That would be wild.
Yeah, I don't know.
Some Assassin's Creed kinds of mechanics of disguise or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if Assassin's Creed had that, but
I mean, you can disguise in with crowds and stuff, and you like get into different things to, escape from people.
I'm like, what other modes of transportation could there be besides a horse in the 14th century?
Magic
carpet. I don't know. The combat in the Witcher DNA. You're sitting there talking about combat and the claws at night and the sword during the morning or day, morning, dawn.
Yeah.
It looks pretty witchery.
Yeah,
I feel like
it does.
It looks very much in the same vein as that to me.
Mm-hmm. You can definitely tell.
It looks like it could potentially be better than The Witcher 3, I think.
You think so?
I think so. The Witcher 3 was an amazing story.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the combat was just kind of like passable, good.
Yeah.
It wasn't like terrible.
Yeah.
But like
wasn't renowned by
maybe I'm just spoiled. Like maybe I'm just spoiled with like Elden Ring, Bloodborne, and that type of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, the combat in Witcher 3 was like, okay, there's some moments that were really cool in the combat, but it was just kind of like
it was like your standard, hack and slash, bring up a wheel for powers.
Yeah, exactly. The powers were like all right. Like the force push was all right. Like that was probably the most unique, interesting thing, and maybe the fact that you had to use 2 different swords. I feel like they're taking that idea a step further here with the claws at night and the sword during the day.
Yeah, making both weapons like actually usable. Mm-hmm. And you can't even use the claws during the day. It looks like you get your vampire powers at night.
That would make sense.
So you're scaling walls and stuff, and
that looked awesome,
dude.
Walking sideways on the that looks like a really cool mechanic.
Yeah, that looks so fun.
Yeah.
So being able to do all that vampire stuff at night, versus during the day where you have to use your sword and your legs.
Yeah, you're just a Dawnwalker.
Yeah,
just a regular old guy. Yeah, that's interesting. I wonder if the contrast will feel good. Or, like you talked about like how in other games you're like, I just try to rush through the night. Mm-hmm. Are people gonna just try to rush through the day in this game?
Yeah, right.
Like, you're like, God, I miss walking on walls. I want to suck on people's necks.
Yeah. And I think I wonder if that's like the immersion, right? That's the immersion of you being a Dawnwalker, is that you are human, but you get to play as this vampire, so you have to live both worlds. And it looks like you get to choose what kind of vampire you want to be. So do you want to be an evil vampire and just like suck on everybody? Or do you want to just like, only drain people who need to be drained and rarely feed?
Yeah.
So like that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you do?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That's crazy. I couldn't see my fucking... I'm tripping. Yeah, I don't know, man. I do think the combat could be better though if they pull off the contrast of day and night shit.
Absolutely.
100%.
Absolutely.
So
You gotta have a good reason for you to want to play both in day and in night.
and I wonder if they'll even take it a step farther where the lines will start to get blurred to where like it's like and maybe it depends on your morality, your corruption, that system. To where like maybe during the day you're just able to tap into the vampiric stuff, for a second and then come out with claws. Like there's upgrades towards that vein
Yeah.
as you just embrace the vampiric side of yourself. But if you go more Dawnwalker-y, maybe you'll be able to like pull out the sword and not like,
Yeah.
have to blow your cover as a, I don't know, vampire or something. I don't know. Just shit like that.
Right.
I don't really know how you do that, but feels kind of fable-y, to be honest. In
It does.
a way.
Yeah. It does. It's almost like a some sort of mythical element of Fable just expanded upon.
Yeah. I think we should talk about the fact that they're calling it like a narrative sandbox a little bit. It's an interesting design choice, right?
Mm-hmm. Like, what does that even mean?
So I think if I understand it correctly from what I've read, it's like you got 30 days and 30 nights, right? Like that's why I'm like, this is kind of awesome because you can just play those 30 days and 30 nights and boom. Yeah, like I've played the game, yeah. But it's like not every playthrough will be the same, and you can't do like everything in one playthrough is how I've understood it. Because you can like kill like I don't know, major NPCs like 10 days in and the game's going to keep going. 30 days 30 nights.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
But every decision you make advances the storyline and everything affects everything, I think. Is
Okay.
what they're making it sound like.
So like it really is it's like one of those like Detroit Become Human or, Telltale game kind of things, but like Witcher kind of gameplay.
That's a good way to put it, I think. Branching kind of shit.
Yeah, where you get to choose the story and how it goes and like what your actions actually mean something towards the end story.
Yeah.
So like if you are out killing people, then that will affect something later on.
Yeah.
That's a really cool design choice for a game, dude. Like this, like to combine those like that,
Choose
dude,
your own
like
adventure. Like that's kind of what they mean, I think, by a narrative sandbox.
that's cool, dude. And that adds so much replay value to it because then you just go back and just keep playing the story different times. So that would make sense for it to be like a 20-hour, 30-hour story and just keep redoing that over and over again. And you have like 4 or 5 different outcomes.
Legitimately.
That's cool as shit.
Yeah, that's cool as
That
shit.
is so cool.
Right?
14th century vampire shit with that.
Yeah.
Like, what? Dude, that's cool.
It's crazy. It's kind of wild to think about. And I like, narrative sandbox. It's an interesting way to describe it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I think they mean by that. And it's like, how many in-game days does a real-time hour translate in? It's like, how much time do you actually have inside of a playthrough?
Right.
Will it equate to like 30 hours, 60 hours?
Mm-hmm. How long is a day? Like a full 24 hours in the game.
It might depend on what you do, too, honestly.
Yeah. Missions. Like you could,
Yeah.
like walking around, you would know that missions would take an hour or 2 hours or something.
Yeah.
You look at your
This
mission
will
log.
take your whole day.
Yeah, this is going to take you 16 hours. This mission's going to take you 16 hours.
Yeah. You want to go here. That's time.
Yeah.
Travel. Does travel affect it?
Right, yeah. Can you fast travel?
like,
And if you fast
Is it
travel,
like,
it's
as soon as you spawn in, the like seconds are ticking? Like you gotta fucking move.
30 days and 30 nights, man.
You can't just pilfer around unless you just want to waste your whole fucking 30 days, 30 nights.
Yeah.
It's interesting, man. I don't know. It's like shit like that is like, and the replay value, if the branching like is real, You know, that could be insane.
Yeah, absolutely. You just have several playthroughs, and
You'll be like regretting what the fuck you did on the day. Like, I should have spent that day so much differently. Why did I do this mission? What the fuck was I thinking? I'm so fucking stupid. That's what you'll be doing. Legit.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
I don't know. The game looks fun as shit to me.
yeah, it does.
I like vampires. I like shit like this where it's like Fable-esque, choose your own adventure shit. I loved those books in elementary school. Like, go to page 39 if you want to go down the hallway. I like that shit.
Yeah,
It's pretty cool.
yeah, it's pretty sweet.
With there being so many kinds of like choices to make, obviously there has to be different endings, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you would think so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which is kind of interesting. Like, I don't know. Like, based on the moral system, based on the 30-day system, all of that kind of, like, those two systems alone are, if they want those systems, I'm trying to figure out how to word this right, because I like a little unprepared for this thought. It just is kind of occurring to me. If they want both of these systems to have stakes and weight to the player, they have to influence the endings somehow. Obviously, they could influence only parts of the story and stuff, but how many endings do you have when you consider both the 30-day system and the moral court system, if that's what it is? You know, that's something I wonder.
yeah.
And with that kind of branching and stuff, it kind of takes me into a concern I might have. Granted, this is the Witcher team, some of them, but it's only some of the Witcher team. This team is small. I'm pretty sure it started as a team of 20 people with Conrad, and now it's at like 160.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah,
Right?
less than 200 people working on this game.
Yeah, and I'm like, CD Projekt Red had like 500 plus for fucking Witcher 3.
Yeah, that's pretty nuts.
Granted, like, Witcher 3 is a whole game campaign with DLCs and stuff, so that could encompass all that, and this is only 30 days, 30 nights, so the scope could be considered smaller.
Yeah.
But with all those kinds of branches that could occur, that's like a lot of game. And so with the team being small, it is a question of like, was it enough? Like, I know they're saying it's an installment in a saga, but like they have to deliver a whole game depending on how much this thing costs.
That's another thing too. If you're gonna make this one out of several, like an entry in a series, like one out of several, if you're gonna have multiple endings, all of your endings all have to be like
Exactly.
be able to be started from in the second game.
Yes, that's where I was kind of going with it too. It's like, is it affected by the, they're going to have to consider that with the next game.
Yeah.
Like, every ending has to have a start in that game.
Have you ever...
No two games look alike then.
Yeah. Have you ever had a game... Have you ever played a sequel to a game and you had to choose, like, the ending you chose from the first game?
I don't know. I feel like I have.
I can't think of one.
Yeah. There's been games that use the save data of the previous game. So like,
yeah, I've seen that, but I mean, just like,
choose
like you have 5 options, right? Like it'll give like the sequel.
Yeah,
I
haven't.
Blood of Dawnwalker 2 will show the first like opening menu. Which ending did you pick?
It's gonna be Teeth of Dawnwalker. Blood of Dawnwalker 2 is a terrible name. Don't use that.
But like, if the menu at the beginning is like pick one of the 5 endings that you chose from the first game, and then the second game just continues with the storyline or like the path that you led from the second or
They
from the
can't
first
make
one.
5 different fucking games, though. Right?
Right, like it can't be that different, right? So
Yeah,
it's got to
that's the
be just like
thing.
1 or 2 endings.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm expecting too much. Maybe I'm getting my hopes up too much. I'm curious to see what it is.
Yeah, it's an interesting thought for sure. Like, how are they going to end this? And like, if there is, that's the thing, dude, and that's what's been such a frustrating thing throughout those. Like, the example I can think of is Infamous, right? So in Infamous 1, you get to decide what happens. Like, you can be evil or you can be good. Your decisions do matter in the game, and you like the relationships that you have with people and that stuff. And your powers are either red for evil or blue for good, which is pretty cool. But at the end of that game, you decide what happens, and then in the second game, it went with the good ending, obviously, because it's good. But still, like the second game would have left completely different like a circumstance for going forward.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna do things like this where you get to decide your own, path and all that kind of stuff, like, is it gonna just force you to go into a certain ending anyway, no matter how you play the game? Like, and if it does that, then why do you get to decide
Yeah.
how everything goes?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like you either make multiple endings to justify being able to do that and make your own decisions, or you make the decisions that you decide on really not that big of a deal and it just alters slightly.
Yeah. And the second game starts, no matter what ending you're at, it might be slightly different starting out where you're at, but it's the same problem and same thing that's happening to all of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's always something in the second game that makes you lose all of your abilities from the first game. So you have to relearn everything and redo everything in the second.
Or they power scale well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you can still have that stuff, but probably won't help you much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of hype behind this game, being that it's the Witcher 3 devs, but that's not the whole kind of story, but it's easy to slap on. And even the director guys talked about the hype and like being okay with the comparisons. So it's interesting just to know that he's just got a smaller team on this one.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
the hype could backfire. Some people could be like, the world's not as big as I thought it would be. But it's like, it's a narrative sandbox. So
Yeah.
who knows how big the world actually is, because you only got 30 days and 30 nights.
Right.
They were hyping the world up, so I don't really know. I don't think anybody will know until release.
Yeah. And I think that's probably part of one of the major selling points to this game is how ambiguous really this is going to play out. Like, there's a lot of cool ideas and a lot of cool like mechanics and stuff being introduced and shown off that look really fun, and it looks like it's going to be a really good game. But like, how does it all blend together? The story looks cool. It looks like the characters are there. The gameplay is fun. It looks like gameplay is there. Like, but when it comes to the 30-day, 30-night thing, like they're emphasizing that it's quick and you have to make decisions and all that kind of stuff, like with an emphasis on that. Thank you. How does all that, is it gonna work basically?
Yeah, well, we'll find out in September, and that's when it's coming out. And with the 2026 lineup we have, man, that's sitting right next to everything, like we said. So it's kind of wild. They set up pre-orders. So we'll probably see some stats or something sometime at some point. See how it's sold once it comes out.
Honestly, dude, that steelbook is looking mighty tasty.
Yeah.
I might pre-order it just so I can make sure I can get that steelbook.
Are you gonna wait until they show off the steelbook for Wolverine whenever they announce more information about that? If they don't delay it,
I don't know.
that's what I'm saying. Like, what are you more hyped for right now, anticipating wise?
Oh, dude, that's hard.
September.
That's tough, bro. That's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough. I guess I'm just gonna buy whichever one comes out first. There's September 3rd. So Wolverine has to come out September 1st or 2nd in order for me not to.
It doesn't though, does it? When does it come out?
What?
It's Wolverine.
It just says September.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So
I feel like it's getting delayed.
yeah, if it's getting delayed, then I'm definitely picking this one up for sure.
Not Fable.
Well, Fable might get delayed as well.
Yeah. It could be.
You know, they just said autumn. So at least with Wolverine, we have a month. And then with this game, we have a specific date.
That's fair.
And they seem pretty confident they're going to deliver by that date. So it looks pretty good. I'm excited to see more about it.
Yeah.
I think I'm sold on it already.
I think I am too. I think I'm fucking picking it up and definitely playing it. Because it's, you know, it feels like the spiritual successor to The Witcher 3 that we have been waiting for since 2015.
Yep.
Hopefully my wife doesn't take over my playthrough on this one.
Yeah.
Like she did on The Witcher 3.
We are also getting a Witcher 4 eventually by CD Projekt
of course.
Red.
Yeah,
so there is that too.
Yeah.
But that's just, you know, that's exciting in its own way.
A different way.
Yeah.
Different people.
Mm-hmm. Different people, different story, different reason, but this is cool, man. This is some people that worked really hard on something and made a name for themselves, and they went off and are doing their own thing, and it looks really fucking cool.
It's really cool. Yeah.
It looks really cool.
Yeah. September 3rd, we're going to check it out for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so check us out then too, and you'll probably see the game play live.
Absolutely.
Yeah, pretty exciting, man. I think that pretty much wraps everything up. The music's going to be amazing. The narrative sandbox is crazy. They already have street cred, even though it's a smaller team.
Yep.
And combat looks better than The Witcher 3, in my opinion.
Yep.
I think that sums it up pretty well, I think.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. And it sits on our hype meter above pretty much everything else in the month, it sounds like.
Yeah, I mean,
if Wolverine doesn't get delayed, though, it comes out September 3rd, too. Which one are you doing? Like, that's what I'm asking you.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And then Fable's like, yep, September 3rd. Tell me, which one you doing?
Oh, man. That's tough. I mean,
I would love to see this showdown. I hope they all release on September 3rd.
Oh my god.
That'd be so funny to me.
My poor bank account.
It'd be a bloodbath.
Dude. I'd have to buy them all at once. I'd have to have them all installed. Yeah, absolutely. I'd have to have them all installed. And then I'd probably play a little bit of each. I'd probably play a little bit of each and see which one holds my attention the longest.
Really?
You know, which one I'm like, I want to play that one. I want to go back to that one. Because I'll play them all. I know I will. Like, I definitely am going to play all of these games. It's just going to take a matter of,
years.
Yeah, it's definitely going to take a while. Yeah. God forbid a new Crash Bandicoot game comes out.
September 3rd.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, exactly.
You don't have one that's above any of the others.
Honestly, dude, I think it would go Fable.
Really?
It would go Fable, Wolverine.
You and these fucking Xbox games.
Fable, Wolverine, Dawn of the Blood of the
Damn,
Dawnwalker.
Dawn's on the bottom for you.
Not necessarily bought, but like these are games that I'm like massively hyped about though. So like, and I'm sold on this game. It comes out September 3rd. I am getting this on September 3rd.
Fair.
Fable and Wolverine haven't
They're
locked in a
nebulous,
date.
sure.
Yet,
Yeah, I
they're-
get it. I get it.
So realistically, yeah, this one's probably gonna be first.
For me, it'd be Dawn. Dawn,
Yeah.
Fable, Wolverine. That's where I'm at. For
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. I think that's gonna do it.
Yeah.
For-
What rank are you guys?
Yeah.
What would you rank it? What's your rank? Fable, Wolverine,
Let
Blood
us
of the
know.
Dawnwalker.
Let us know those comments. Let
What's
us
up?
know in those comments.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, before we go, recommend one game, and we recommend one thing non-game. What do you
Yes. Okay. Recommend a game in the spirit of vampires and all that good stuff. Game wise, not necessarily a vampire, but like a devil. There's this old PS1 game. If you like playing older games, this is a specific recommendation. But if you like playing older games, like going back playing some retro stuff, there's a game called Jersey Devil on the PS1.
got?
That was a lot of fun. It's a very it's a platformer. You're like this little baby devil that's raised by this scientist, and then you break free, and then he's just trying to capture you, and so you're just like going all these different places, and
Yeah.
it's fun, you know.
Nice.
Yeah, just
Fuck
yeah. That's what I think. I know it's not a vampire, but that's what my mind thinks of every time I think of
That
vampires.
makes sense. Yeah. I remember playing like an old Van Helsing game on the PlayStation 2 or something like that, I think. I don't know if it was Van Helsing. I can't remember exactly what that game was. But for a game in the spirit of the setting, 14th century Black Death, I recommend you play an old classic if you're younger and watching this video. And you have a cell phone, you might have missed it because we played it way back in the day. It's called Plague Inc. I highly
Plague Inc.,
recommend
yeah.
you play that game. It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Viruses running all over the world. Just put in the Black Death or vampire virus or whatever the fuck you want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, and then one game.
One non-game thing. I think in the spirit of being vampires and all that kind and being like old 14th century stuff and everything, I suggest going to a museum. Go to a museum and go check out some old architecture, some old some old paintings, some old ceramics, all that kind of stuff. It's pretty cool, seeing what all this shit's kind of inspired on and based on, in real life. Or, I mean, obviously, if you can get to Romania or wherever, Poland or wherever these games are set place, then obviously go there first. But, like, if you can't get there, I suggest a museum.
Nice. Okay. I suggest everybody watch two things. One is a television show. The other is a film. I recommend What We Do in the Shadows.
Yes.
And I recommend Nosferatu.
Yes.
Robert Eggers. 2025?
Yes.
Christmas? 2025, I think.
24.
Or 24? Recent one. It was a good one.
So good.
Check it out.
That movie was great, and What We Do in the Shadows, the TV show, is great.
So-
There's also a movie that show is based on.
Oh, yeah. Duh.
Yeah.
But the
and
TV
that's
show,
good.
special place in my heart, Laszlo.
Yes.
Yeah, so fun.
Laszlo and Nando.
Yeah, spent lots of time with them, and hopefully you'll enjoy this time you spend with them too if you're looking for a new comedy to watch.
Yes.
Yeah, that's my recommend.
Great. Love it.
Love
Awesome.
it. Cool.
Hell yeah.
Right on, man. Well,
Nice.
I'm excited to play Blood of the Dawnwalker.
Yeah, me too, man.
Cheers, man.
Cheers, dude.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Are you excited for the game? Are you going to pick it up? Day one purchase? What's your ranking? You know, where do you sit it? Where is it at? Are you waiting for GTA? Everyone's waiting for GTA.
No shit. You need something to play before GTA, though. Yeah, you probably got something already. It's been a packed year already, mate.
Yeah, absolutely.
But if you're into vampires, this is definitely probably a game for you. Or The Witcher 3.
Absolutely.
Good night, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.
Yeah, do all that.
Yep.
Cheers.
And,
yeah. Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Your next bit by vampires.
Watch out for the vampire.
That's it.